Welcome to some syllabus highlights, or how to kick ass and get an A in French 1001 online. We're going to look at where to find the syllabus, course objectives, things you need for this course, stuff you're going to be doing during this class, and some of the most important policies for French 1001. Now, very first and foremost, please remember to read the syllabus. This video is just a series of highlights, and you need to read the entire document in order to pass the syllabus quiz that opens up the rest of this course. So where is the syllabus? Is right here in this Start Here module. Once you finish looking over the course overview videos, there's a couple objectives for you to look over so you know what's coming next. And I want you to make sure you're in this right class. If you've ever studied French before, you should probably skip 1001 and move on to 1002. But then you can check out the syllabus, make sure you've got all the required materials, and take the syllabus quiz, which opens up the rest of the materials for this class. So the objectives, things that we're looking to do in this class. First of all, we're going to start with some basic descriptions. Yourself, your personality, your family, your course schedule, and also talking about future plans, things that you're going to do next weekend, stuff you're going to do next semester. We're going to be looking at authentic texts, that is to say videos and websites and podcasts made by Francophones for Francophones, and using those authentic texts to build cultural empathy and make intercultural comparisons. You're going to be performing some self-assessment by setting your own goals, checking your progress towards those goals, and then towards the end of the semester, creating a learning portfolio. And part of that self-assessment as well is going to be process writing. Process writing starts with kind of gathering together certain ideas and elements you're going to need to make a composition or make a presentation, putting them together to organize your thoughts well, and then going back to revise. So you're going to have a kind of constant chance to improve your work throughout the course. Now, things you need for this class. First of all, the textbook itself is called Espace, Rendez-vous avec le monde francophone. You must have the 3rd edition. You must have SuperSite Plus with VText. SuperSite is the online workbook version of this course. I want you to get Plus and get it with VText because the Plus offers many different elements that are excellent on SuperSite, including things like grammar tutorials and different cultural texts and activities that go along with them. And the VText is just the online version of the textbook. You can actually just get SuperSite Plus with VText for the 3rd edition of Espace and never get anything else since this is an online course. Now, this is an online course, so you must have a reliable internet connection and a backup, and probably a backup for that backup for when your internet connection fails. Count on it failing at some critical juncture and have a backup ready to go. You will need a computer with a microphone. There's going to be a lot of audio recording during this course. And we're going to be using Adobe Spark to make animated presentations. So you need a Facebook, a Google, or an Adobe account in order to access that service, but they're all completely free. You'll also need a blog. If you already have a blog and you don't mind sharing it with your classmates, you're good to go. If you'd like to create one, use Blogger or WordPress. They're completely free, and they're some of the most accessible and usable ones out there. So your coursework has 4 different portions. There's SuperSite, the mise en pratique, unit evaluations, and self-assessment. SuperSite is pretty self-explanatory. Completing each week the assigned SuperSite activities is an important part of beginning to work on your French. The mise en pratique takes those elements and puts them into practice. You'll answer a couple of voice thread questions, which allows you to personalize the SuperSite activities and elements that you have prepared. You'll then work your way through an authentic text, a website or a video created by Francophones for Francophones, and download a worksheet, complete it, upload it. And then finally, you're going to use that information that you've worked on in the worksheet to either make a written composition or a short animated presentation. Now, there are 2 weeks of mise en pratique for every unit, and then a 3rd week of unit evaluation. The unit evaluations always begin with an interpretive quiz, 25 minutes, based upon an authentic text. And then you're going to answer some voice thread questions, also based upon that same text, usually seeking to allow you to personalize the information or make some cultural comparisons. And then finally, you're going to have either a written composition or an animated presentation based upon the theme of that unit evaluation. Finally, the 20% of your grade, what takes the place of a final exam, is self-assessment. At the beginning of the semester, this week, in fact, you're going to establish 3 objectives. Midway through the semester, you're going to check your progress towards those objectives. And then finally, at the end of the semester, you're going to create a learning portfolio, which demonstrates how you have progressed through those objectives by showing me different samples of your coursework. Please note, it's pretty important. I don't give zeros in this class. The scores in this class bottom out at 50%. I find this to be actually a lot more fair, since an A is 10 points and a B is effectively a spread of 10 points. A C and a D are both spreads of 10 points, and then failing is a spread of 50 points. It's really unfair to get a 0 and then trying to have to build yourself up from that. So any kind of F is still an F. It's still not acceptable, but it's a 50, and it's possible to kind of pull yourself out from there. So some of the most important policies in this course. First of all, this is an online course. It's all online all the time. This course expects that you know how to use a web browser, that you know basically how to use email and how to upload and download attachments, the various things that are status quo for internet use and web browsing. You must complete all of your assignments on time. Assignments are due every week on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Now, this is very important. No late work is accepted. None whatsoever. No exceptions. You'll know exactly what's due for the entire week, and actually you'll be able to see what's going to be due if you check out the schedule on the syllabus for the rest of the semester. Please make sure you allocate 6 to 8 hours a week for this course, and don't do it all on Sunday afternoon. Give yourself little bits of time throughout the week in order to complete all of the assignments for this course. Do please be respectful. You're going to be interacting with each other. You're going to be bumping into ideas that are different from your own and opinions that you might not share. It's very important that we all maintain a level of civility when we're interacting with each other in this class. Do use your own brain, and do use a bilingual dictionary. Do not use Google Translate or any other kind of online translator, like even Reverso. The Department of Foreign Languages considers it a breach of academic integrity to use an automatic translator. You will fail this class, and you might be kicked out of school. Now, that said, this course is open to everybody. If you have some kind of special needs, please contact Student Disability Services and have them contact me. I am more than happy to accommodate you in any way that we possibly can so that you can take this class. So a couple of bonus things. There is extra credit, but you must have a 75% average in order to receive it. Extra credit is extra, not a save you from the fire. It's all due by the 27th of April. There are rubrics. They're always at the end of the syllabus. They're always available on D2L Brightspace. Please do check out how it is that I'm giving you a score on all of your coursework. So, and also, please remember, finally, read the syllabus. Read the entire document so that you are familiar with everything that you'll need to know about this class.